everyone. Today I have another tutorial for you, except this time I've got a card tutorial. This one is a photo card. It's a size 7 photo card, and it's not just your typical photo card because it has a built-in easel at the back. So you can actually stand it up on a table or a shelf or a mantle and put your photo on display. You can't see it from this vantage point, but I'll have pictures of it at the end of this video so you can see how it actually works. Okay, so first you're going to need 2 sheets of cardstock, and you're gonna need the template that I'm gonna have up on my website. Just a reminder about cardstock, not every printer can print on all kinds of cardstock. For example, my printer for some reason just can't pick up Stampin' Up! Cardstock because it's too thick. So I can't use Stampin' Up! So instead I have to use American Crafts cardstock, which I think is what I'm using here right now. So what you'll need to do, download the template and then print each sheet onto your cardstock. And we are going to start with a more difficult piece, which is the easel. Now, on this template, you'll see that there are multiple score marks along the outside. You'll have to, first you're going to want to trim around the piece, but don't trim off the score lines because you'll need those. Just leave about ½ inch of space between the outside cut line and the edge of the paper. So that way it'll be a little bit easier to work with. I'm gonna trim this down now. Okay, so you'll see that I left about ½ inch of space around the outside. Left the score marks so I can still see those whenever I have to start scoring. So before doing any cutting, you'll want to do your scoring. And you'll want to, we'll first do the horizontal lines. So go ahead and put your scoring tool down. Try to find where the groove is. Once you've found it, just create your line. And again, place your scoring tool in until you find the groove. Wiggle it a little bit, and then score. Okay. Alright, now these score lines are slightly different. You're going to be scoring from here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. And in order to do that, just place your scoring tool down until you find a groove. Then just rotate your sheet of paper until it matches up with the groove, and then draw your score line. And then go back to the starting point, rotate, and then score again. There you go, like that. Same thing on the other side. Just place your scoring tool down, wiggle the piece of paper until it finds the groove, rotate the piece of paper, and then draw your score line. And again, rotate the piece of paper, and there you go. Oops, went a little bit too far there. Okay, so now you should have all of your lines scored. Now it's safe to trim. You can go ahead and trim around the edges. Okay, now for these little edges, you can just take your scissors and trim those off. So if you look really closely, there are two line marks right here. These are cut lines, so you'll have to cut those. Okay. Okay, now we're done with that piece. Now the easier piece. Okay, so you really, on this piece, you really only have one score line, and that's down the side. You do have two cut lines, which there's a little tab right here, which is for this thing right here. And then you do have the option of cutting out the frame and placing the photo inside. If you don't want to do that, like what I did here, you can just leave it as is and adhere your photo to the outside, and then probably you can even use the inside for like a message or a personal message or something. So as usual, we want to score the score lines first. Okay, so now we have the frame part. We're going to assemble the card. Oh, actually, we need to carve out that tab. So if you look really closely, you'll see that it's a just a tiny or a small tab. Just gonna cut that out. Now you're going to attach the easel. So this attaches to the back like this. So you'll fold this down. You need to use scoring tool. And then this piece folds down like this. And these flaps, they fold in like this. Okay. So for now, we're just going to attach it. I'll show you how the easel works. You'll want to use a pretty strong adhesive. I'm using Tombow Mono adhesive, and that seems to work pretty well. Or you could use Terrifically tacky tape, which is a slightly more heavy-duty adhesive. Okay, so now this is the back of the card. You'll want to attach this to the bottom as such. Use your scoring knife to burnish the edges. And then all you have to do is just slide in the little wings. And there you go, you have a little easel. Now, I actually had to place a little piece of, I think it's removable adhesive, removable glue dots. I stuck a little piece of removable glue dot on, at the top, so that it stuck to here, and it keeps it from falling over. Okay. So just gently stick that down and test out your easel again. Gonna make sure it stands up. Okay, so for now we're going to lay this flat while we assemble the front of the card. Alright, so with that, like the other one, I'm just going to adhere the photo to the outside, but I think I'm going to embellish it with some photo corners. And let's see. Okay. And I think that's it. It's a pretty simple, well, I would say not necessarily simple, but pretty intricate card, considering it's in 2 parts and you've got the slightly complicated easel at the back, but it is definitely well worth the effort. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments or questions, please post them here. And again, I'm going to be posting a link to the template on my blog down below. And as usual, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.